Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm my humble self, Satuni the Young Teacher, and today I'll be lecturing on the subject called biology, the topic binomial nomenclature. Now, what is this binomial nomenclature? The binomial nomenclature is the system of giving organisms two names and Latin, also refers to as the scientific names. This Latin form is also referred to as their scientific names. The giving of organisms two names and their scientific form, which is written in Latin. Now, the word binomial nomenclature comes from a Latin word. It comes from a Latin word, namely one, bi, which means two, nomia or nomen, which means name, clear or clator, which means to call. Bringing the three terms together, we have binomial nomenclature, which is what a two-name naming system. Are you with me? So that's it. Now, Carlos Linnaeus, you can remember this name in our previous lecture where we treated classifications of living things. Now, this man, Carlos Linnaeus, derived scientific names from the genus and the species to which organisms belong. He derived it from genus and the species. That's the two names on which the organisms belongs. Now we move over to the next subtopic we have, which is the rules in binomial nomenclature. What are the rules involved in naming organisms, giving them two names? Now, when writing a scientific name, one, the genus name is written first. Which one is written first is called the genus name, and it's also called the generic name. This genus name is called the generic name, and it is written in capitalized form. What we mean by capitalized form? It starts with a capital letter. Two, the species name. The species name is written second, and it is called the specific name. The specific name is for the species. Are you with me? And it is written in lowercase letters. What I mean by lowercase letters, they are written in small letters. Now calm down, let me illustrate it the better. Now let's take for instance the animal called tiger. The genus name is called Pentala, and the species name, which is the specific name, is called the tigris. Now bringing the two terms together, we have Pentala tigris. Now, another rule involved in binomial nomenclature is that there is no space. That's why I didn't write it down. Another rule involved in this binomial nomenclature is that when typing it, you type it in italics. Why writing it, that's handwritten, having or writing it by your hand, you have to underline it. You underline it when handwritten. Now, for the example that I just gave now, Pentala tigris, that's the scientific name for tiger, we write it in this form. If it's typing, you're typing it, we write it this form. Okay, let me write it here where you see it. This is the scientific name, Pentala tigris. The generic name, the specific name, bringing the two terms Pentala tigris. This is the scientific name. Now, if it's handwritten, you can write it this way, still capital form, and then you underline it. Tigris. Pentala tigris. This where it is in italics. Why this one is when you are writing it handwritten in exam. You must put this thing if you are writing handwritten in your exams. If you do not put this thing, they have failed you. If you are writing italics, you write it in this form. You see the species name, which is the specific name, how I wrote it. That's how you write. It's very, very important. This is the rule. If you don't follow this rule, you have failed it completely. Let us explain more by looking into the by classifying the human being using the scientific names, which is referred to as the binomial nomenclature. Are you with me? So all these names, you can see the hierarchical classification: domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. You can go back to our previous lectures on classification of living things to help you understand this the more. Now, without much wasting of time, let's dive into what we have. And also note that before I dive in, also note that these scientific names are universal. Are you with me? That means, what we mean by universal is that if you come to Nigeria, that same name you give to animal, like the tiger that we mentioned, Peter tigris, still remains the same. If you go to China, it still remains the same. If you go to America, it still remains the same. That's why the scientific names are universal. Are you with me? And also, as a biologist, you should know that this name called Feliscatus, every biologist should note this name and know it. Feliscatus, meaning house cat. Even without involving in any dictionary form, you should know that this Feliscatus means a house cat. Now, nevertheless, let's look into and dive into what we have, classifying the human beings using binomial nomenclature. Now, one, domain. Under domain, human beings are classified under eukaryotes. Eukaryotes are organisms that have a membrane-bound nucleus. Two, kingdom. Under kingdom, human beings are classified under kingdom Animalia. Animals. They are classified animals. That's those organisms that are same as zebra. For human being are referred to as the higher animals. Number three, phylum. Human beings are classified under phylum Chordata. Chordata, these are organisms that have a notal cord and a backbone at their early stage. So human beings are classified under this Chordata. Number four, class. Under class, human beings are classified under class Mammalia. Mammalians, they are those organisms that have a backbone and have hairs. Number five, order. Human beings are classified in order as primates. That's for this. Number six, family. Human beings are classified under family as Hominidae. Examples of this is we human beings. Apes, are you hearing me? Those organisms, they possess hands, feet, hairs, etc. Seven, genus. Human beings are classified under this genus called Homo. Are you with me? Then eight, species. Human beings are classified under species as the sapiens. Their species name is called the sapien. Now, remember, in binomial nomenclature, according to this Marcus Ninius, he said that it is derived, the scientific names are derived from the genus and the species to which organisms belong. Now we come here based on the classification of human beings on their scientific names. We have genus. They say that you can get the scientific names from the genus and the species. We have the genus and species here. Now, what is the genus name, also called the genetic name of the human beings, called the Homo? What of the species, which is also called the specific name, is what? Sapien. Now, bringing the two terms together, we have Homo sapiens. This small letter. I am sure that this word is you are very familiar and conversant with this word. You have heard it before, Homo sapiens. This is the scientific name of human being. Thank you. We have come to the end of this lecture, and at the end of this channel, we were able to discuss what binomial nomenclature are. Let me circle this part, and also discuss what the rules binomial nomenclature is, as well as classifying the human being in order to obtain their scientific names. Thank you. I still remain my humble self, Saturi, the young teacher. Remember, our goal still remains to read and think strategically. And to think strategically involves you thinking wise, and thinking wise involves you thinking smart. Thank you. Until we see in our next video. Bye.